I'm feeling myself. I don't know if y'all can see, but who said dark girls can't wear a blonde, baby? Like what's up, guys? It's your girl Amari Elisa, also known, it's your girl Chocolate Curls, also known as Amari Elisa on my socials, Instagram and Twitter. And I have my music so loud, I just noticed that. And today I have a new video for you guys. I don't know if you can guess what it's about. I got bored from quarantining and I just decided to just color an old wig that I had and give it this sunset look. This look was inspired by Keke herself. She uploaded on Instagram showing the guys her sunset tresses, and I was like, oh, I like that. I want to do it. Me next. Let's get it. So I'm going to get started with my Pure White 40 Developer by Clairol, and I'm also going to use the Powder Lightener by Clairol. I'm going to mix these two in a normal mixing bowl for dyeing hair. I'm going to put 1 scoop of this Clairol powder. I'm going to just pour in some of that developer until I get like a creamy, milky consistency. I don't want this to be very thick. I want it to look just like this. Not too thick, not too thin. And I'm just going to add it to my roots. I don't want it to be thick because I really just want to lighten up these dark roots that I originally colored for the first time I wore this wig. This is the second time I'm wearing it, but I just wanted to change it up. So this is a hair transformation video. When I originally wore this hair, I had darker roots, as you can see in the bottom right corner. But for my sunset look that I'm going for, I do not want dark roots. So I'm going to just go ahead and show you how I lighten it up. This is actually just a closure unit that I made myself. So I'm just going to lighten up the areas on the closure only, not the entire wig, because those are the only areas that I darkened. And just like applying any product or like you're doing a perm, anything like that, you're going to want to do sections part throughout. Make sure you get it fully dispersed throughout the hair. And then the most important step is to take a skinny tooth comb and make sure you comb that product through. And after combing the product through and letting it sit for a while, this is what my unit is looking like. The roots are a lot darker than what they started with. So I just went ahead and washed my wig, rinsed it out, washed it with a little bit of soap, and now I'm blow drying it because I don't have much time. I'm just ready to go ahead and color it. So yes, I'm going to be blow drying the inside of it to get those roots nice and dry, as you can see here. And you can see the color. I'm really loving it. And I feel like this new color will go perfect with the sunset look that I'm going for because it already gives it like an orangish hint. And to begin the true coloring process, I'm going to start with some conditioner. You can honestly use any lightly colored conditioner. And I'm going to mix this with my Paprika Adore semi-permanent hair color. And I kind of use conditioner to really just make the color that I want. I treat it like I'm painting. This kind of lightens up the color and gives it like a pastel color and make sure it's not too harsh on the hair, because at the end of the day, this is blonde. And then I'm going to throw some of that sunrise orange color in there also. And like I said, I'm just painting here. It's like you're making the color that you want to use. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. And you see I have this nice orange, like bright color. For the top of my hair, I want it to be like a hint of orange with a blonde undertone. So I'm not going to make this color too dark. And I'm also not going to go too far down within the tracks and everything to color it. I'm just going to color the closure and just go maybe three or 2 rows down with the color. But like I said, I want this to be a nice orange color, like a light orange color with a blonde undertone still. And as you can see, I'm always going to go through with my skinny tooth comb to kind of disperse that color throughout the rest of my wig. The best part about coloring blonde hair is that you can almost see what the color will look like when it's done, because the hair is blonde, it's super bright. So honestly, whatever color you're putting on there, 10 times out of 10, that's what the hair is going to look like when it's done. And I'm basically going to follow the same routine, the same method throughout coloring this entire wig. I'm going to apply some product to the brush it onto the hair, then I'm going to comb through. Apply product to the brush it on the hair, then I'm going to use my skinny tooth comb to comb through and make sure that product is really getting through on the hair. I have a few more techniques to show later, but just doing the orange tint for the top of the hair, this is basically all you're going to do. And remember, you don't want to go too far down with this color because you still want to have that nice blonde undertone. And when I say too far down, I don't mean actually the length of the hair. I mean too far down, like row by row within the tracks. You want to kind of stay on the top few rows of the hair and just kind of keep the top of the hair, giving that orange color, not the tracks underneath it. Next, I want to take that same sunrise orange color that I had before, and I'm just going to kind of outline where I want my orange color to go. Then I'm going to take the brush on the long way and kind of streak it so that you don't have a straight line across. And the same as before with my sunrise orange, I'm going to add some conditioner to kind of give it a nice pastel look and not so harsh on my blonde hair. And this is what I want the color to look like when I'm done adding the conditioner and everything like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and follow that outline that I made and color from there. I'm going to start from the back and work my way up to the top. Since I am working at the back of my head, I can go ahead and apply it closer towards the roots of the hair. But once I get to the top, of course, I am not going to do this. And if you have gloves, you can go ahead and work that product onto the hair with your fingers and make sure it's really penetrating the strands of the hair. But just the brush itself and the comb will also work. And as you can see, as I work my way up, the closure, I guess, you can see that I'm not so focused on getting that orange on the roots because this is essentially going to be the middle color. So step by step, I'm going to outline where I want the color to go. Then I'm going to actually apply that color onto where I just outlined it. And then I'm going to turn the brush into a vertical sideways motion to kind of streak it and avoid having a straight line of color across the hair. If you're not comfortable with streaking it kind of in the sideways motion as you can see me doing right now, you can also apply the color and then use your fingers like I showed you earlier to kind of give that, you know, not so straight blunt color look, cause that's just not cute. I don't like that. Young Miami boys,
I don't like that.
Unfortunately, my camera does die when I get to the pink color, so I really want you guys to focus on the technique for applying this orange because that's literally all I'm going to do for the pink. The pink is really the easiest part just because it's the last color, so you just put it on the ends from the orange to the ends of the hair. So I think the best way to do this is to kind of apply that color onto the brush while it's in the vertical motion as you can see me doing. Sometimes you want to go a little bit further up, sometimes you want to go a little bit further down. You don't want to keep it in a blunt look. You want to just go ahead and mix it up while you do this part of the color. And if you have trouble doing that, like I said, go ahead and use your fingers to apply that color. With both the orange and the pink color, I started from the last track, the bottom track, and then I worked my way up to the top because you want this color to be a lot denser and have a bit less of a undertone of blonde like the top color that I did, the first color I originally did. And for the pink color, I will be using the same brand but in the color Hot Pink 81. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but I made a really big mess, and I think that's part of the reason my camera died because I took about 20 minutes just cleaning up that pink that wastes everywhere. Let me replay it for you. Just RIP to my walls, the floor, everything else. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but when I do switch colors, like how I'm going to do this pink now, I never clean out my bowl and I never clean my brush because I kind of want the colors to blend well. So I feel like if it has a little bit of remainder of the old color, it allows the color to blend a lot better. And I'm going to apply conditioner as well, of course, and kind of get this nice pink color. I want my pink to be a bit bolder, so I'm going to make sure it is a nice bright bold color and not add too much conditioner. And adding the pink is really the easiest part. I mean, you just go ahead and add it to the rest of the ends, the rest of the blonde hair. You want to make sure it is all pink. And then this part, I would just say use your gloves to kind of disperse that color throughout the hair. And I did add a bit of orange. So, you know, like I said before, I like the colors to blend. But just go ahead and add that pink to all the blonde and use your gloves and everything else to kind of blend that color with the rest of the hair. The only tip I would give is not to overpower the orange too much and not go up too far with the pink color. But other than that, yes, this part is super simple. You just apply it to the ends and that's just about it. And after washing, blow drying, and flat ironing this unit, this is what the color looks like. It is absolutely stunning. There's no color on the inside of the lace, and it's nice and evenly distributed, as you can see here. I'm not even going to go into detail of how I applied this wig because I was extremely lazy and bootleg. I just put my hair in a little low bun and just slapped this wig on top of my hair. I mean, I'm quarantining right now. I don't know when you're watching this video, but I can't go anywhere. So there was no need for me to really apply this wig. If you do want a video on how I really apply my units, go ahead and write me down below. Write a comment, let me know, and I'll do that. But this is my finished look.